our adventure begins. We've got the old Jeep all loaded up with some gear. My dad and I are leaving the driveway to try an attempt at a 3-hour ride up to the camp in northern Vermont. What my dad... There it is, 250,000 miles as we're driving past Cannon Mountain, and they are spitting snow, so that's kind of special. Very cool. All right, we are crossing the river, and we made it to Vermont. We're coming up our driveway here now. There's used to be a pond that we'd catch frogs and do all kinds of things with. Everything's getting grown up here. But it looks great out here. And this is actually turning into my folks' property line. And the final approach to the old log cabin up here in Vermont. Very psyched. The old Jeep made it up here, no problem. One of the best $400 ever spent. And check this out. Anybody that's ever been here before will recognize this scene. Last few years, my folks, have done a lot of work opening things back up here to the old cabin. We installed a nice outhouse for your sitting pleasure, a nice fire area. But yeah, my dad are excited. We're gonna spend the night up here, get the fire going because it's chilly. That pond was frozen on us down there. So yahoo, we made it. So it's official. It's been snowing up here. Yep. The cabin, as far as we can tell, looks good. We'll take a look around and fire up the stove, warm it up here. It is, I think it's in the 20s right now. It's supposed to get pretty chilly tonight, maybe down into like the 10-15 range. So, not the best insulated place, but by gosh, we're going to warm it up and be comfy. All right. Yeah, nobody left the heat on in here. Let's get that stove going. Thanks, Dad. It's just a little look around. Our classic old table. The kitchen. It's like a time machine in here. We'll have a look around after. There's a beautiful cedar bed that my folks had built out of. All these logs for this whole cabin were actually taken from property, built by hand. Our loft up there. It's all right. So. Yeah, it's just below 20 degrees, looks about 19 or so. We were just firing up this stove in here. Thank gosh for it. Thank gosh for having some firewood set aside. A nice Harmon stove going. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to sleep on top of that thing tonight. Oh, but wow. This is great to be here.
Did you just bring this one in?
I did, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Just taking a little walk around the property. My brother and company had started to try to put some ATV trails around their property lines, but the newest addition of the last few years is the outhouse with a custom, not sure if you can see it, carved out log for a seat. All the amenities that you could need. Pretty comfy in here, and a big hole dug down below there. Now we are completely off grid. Off power, off everything. This place is literally up on top of a mountain or a giant hill. We used to be able to look off of our front porch out that way and look at Burke Ski Area in Burke, Vermont. And like I said, inside the cabin it was 19 degrees here as we get ourselves situated. Got the stove going, and yeah, gonna warm it up. and put on a few layers, maybe go for a walk around the property here once we get the stove going good. So Dad and I are out having a walk around the property line and just enjoying the woods today. It is early December, just out walking around in this northern hardwood forest of Vermont, and it is just beautiful and quiet. Dead quiet. Gorgeous day. Okay, boys and girls, do you know what this is? Hold on, I'll explain it. This is a mushroom, sort of. It looks like burnt ash growing off the side of a yellow birch tree. This is chaga. This is the amazing stuff. If you've never heard of it, look it up. It is supposedly has cancer-fighting properties when you make a tea out of it. And actually, the tea is really, really good. It is has a vanilla and caramel hint to it and is very mild. Great stuff out here walking in the woods. Incidentally, we are wearing orange because it's 2 days left of muzzleloader season for deer up here in Vermont. Really enjoying this piece of woods though. See the quiet. We brought 2 beers up and realized that nature made us a couple of perfect things to keep them chilled as we just finished a nice walk around the property and found some nice chaga and some great deer sign. Just really enjoying the quiet up here in the old cabin. Actually kind of neat, while it's still light out, you can see the door has been scratched up by a bear. That happened a few years ago, and that kind of thing happens up in the great Northeast Kingdom of Vermont. Well, we're enjoying our beer here this evening. Probably can't see it. We're watching TV, as Dad just said. There's one channel, right?
Yeah, that's
oh,
it.
you
right
can't
there.
see. It's dark. It's going to be really good stars tonight. It's going to be, I think, about 10 or 15 degrees outside tonight. So we're contemplating how much sleep we're going to get. I think we're going to be feeding the wood stove most of the night. Having a good time, though. Well, it's about 7 o'clock in the morning here. It's been a wonderful evening. It's chilly outside. It's 9 to 10 degrees out there. It's still and just gorgeous. I was out watching the sunrise a minute ago. Toking the fire back up. We're down to a bunch of smaller wood we've got here, but it is just awesome. And I had a little bit of coffee going. Fired up the jet boil. It's a little dark over here still. And whatnot. But yeah, watching the sunrise out the front window. Now, we used to be able to see Burke's ski area out there, but maybe we'll clear it out and see it again someday. Well, it was getting dark last night when I was doing a little bit of filming, but just in case anything didn't come out very well, I was going to give a quick little tour of our family's cabin. You're welcome. Our start over here in the little kitchen. We do have a gas-fired or propane stove and refrigerator. We don't use that too much. It's kind of open concept here in the front. Like I said, this little kitchen area, and you're looking at this dining room table. Back there is the master bedroom, if you will. A nice cedar post bed, handmade. We're letting the fire burn out. We refilled our wood pile from the woodshed out back, and just sweeping up before we get moving here. But also, let's go up the upstairs to the loft. Now, when I was a young man, this is where I would sleep and hang out and recreate. So this is always kind of a neat spot up here. Very sturdy, secure. You can look back over the rear bathroom and woodshed area. And looking back, yeah, a couple of beds. We keep the plastic on it, so you can come up and put down a sleeping bag or whatnot. The wood stove pipe we had replaced within the last couple of years and redid that. But yeah, this is it. The family off-grid location in the Northeast Kingdom of Vermont. continuing the look around, I figure maybe this is a couch. This is what I had pulled out and slept on last night. Again, that beautiful cedar bed. And back here goes to the bathroom. Actually a pretty good sized room. We don't have water running, but we do have a clawfoot tub and a couple of things to use in case it's just too darn cold or whatnot. And then over here goes into our wood shed. I won't reopen that door, it's locked now, but we do keep a nice little generator and a good stash of wood and some tools in there. And you can see outside to the real bathroom that we now utilize when we can. But if it's just too darn cold or something like that, we always have this other option to use a porta potty. We're just driving out past some other camps that are up here and happen to notice this massive ice structure in the woods, and kind of looks like somebody's water line is snapped and is spraying, because it is like an ice castle in here. Oh, it's a well. It looks like somebody's top of a well. Holy shit. Looks like Elsa herself built this thing. My God.
Oh, is it cracked on the top?
It's something. Whoa. Give it some scale. There's Dad checking. Holy shit. Oh, look at that. They tried to clamp it on, but it must be artesian, I'd say.
Yeah.
A lot of water pressure right there. Holy crap. It's pretty darned impressive.
Just wanted to say thanks a lot for coming along for the trip up to the cabin. The old Jeep made it up there and back, no problems at all, so that's really cool. It's great to see the place, and yeah, stay tuned for more. Appreciate any likes and subscribes, and stay tuned, more to come. See you later.